Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my another video tutorial. In this video, I want to make a video tutorial to how to redistribute the RIP v2 into the OS path. For making faster, let's go to the tutorial. So, the first thing, you can make the tree, the topology first. You can make three routers. You can add three routers and add object node. You can add the Cisco IO. Make sure you already add the Cisco IO's image before you watch this video. If you haven't add the Cisco image of Cisco IO routers, you can watch in the YouTube. There are many video that makes the main channel makes the video tutorial about it. If you already add the three routers in here, you can start the routers and uh, you can okay. Let's start from zero by setting up the IP address on each router. You can enter the terminal of each routers by click on the routers. You can click and wait until the router is ready to configure. Okay. Wait until like this, and you can type N or no, and wait again until the router is uh, ready. Okay, if like this, you can first start from root 1. You can enter the global configuration mode, and you can change the host name to the router 1 first, and you can add the IP address to the interface to router 2, who will run the OS path routing. So enter the interface Ethernet 0.0, type IP at 12.12.12.1, for example, and the subnet mask is the prefix /24, and you can add the loopback IP, which is the local network that will run in RIPv2, and add interface loopback 0, and you can type IP at 1.1.1.1, and the subnet mask is sorry, uh, I think 100.100.100.1. The subnet mask is the prefix is /32 or 255.255.255.255. So after that, you can move to the router 2. You can config same like the router 1. You can enter the global configuration mode first, and you can type you can add change the host name to router 2, and you can add the IP address that connected to the router 1. That you must you can type interface it Ethernet 0.0, and you can add the IP address that same network to the router 1. So if the router 1 is 12.1, so the router 2 is 12.2, and the subnet mask is same 255.255.255.0, or the prefix is /24. And don't forget to note it down. And you can uh, add the interface that connected to the router 3. So for example, Ethernet 0.1, and you can add the IP address. For example, I will use 23.2. The subnet mask is same is 255.0, or the prefix /24. Don't forget to note it down. And move to the router 3. Okay, you can add uh, you can do the same configuration like router 1 and router 2. You can enter the global configuration mode, and you can uh, enter the interface that connected to router 2 interface 0 and you can add the IP that same network router 2. For example, the router 2, the IP address that connected the interface to the router 3 is 23.2. So the router 3 we add the IP address that 23.3. So the subnet mask is same 255.0. Then don't forget the shutdown. So we can add the IP loopback also for testing connectivity from the router T. So we can enter the IP loopback, the IP address 3.3.3.3, and the subnet mask is 255.255 or the prefix /32. And after that, the next step is configure the routing protocols. So now let's enable the OSPF and RIP version 2 where they belong. So the first you can add the OSPF configuration first. Um, you can start from the router 1. So you can type router OSPF1, and you can add the router ID 1. For example 1.1.1.1, and you can add network 12.12.12.1 and add the wildcard mask for because the uh, IP 12.1 is the use the subnet mask 255.0 or prefix less for 224. The wildcard mask is 0.0.0.255. It's same like other IP that we use uh, slash 24, or the subnet mask is 255.0, and the you can add the area is area backbone or area 0, and you can okay, you can move to the router 2. You can add same like router 1. You can type router OSPF 2, and you can add the set the router ID 2.2.2.2, and you can add the network 12.12.12.0, and the wildcard mask is same 255, and the area is area 0 per area backbone. In this configuration we will use the area backbone, and don't forget to add the 23.0 networks also to the OSPF. Okay, next you can configure on the router C and type router OSPF 1, and you can type router ID 3.3.3.3, and you can type network. You can add the loopback IP first, and you can add the wildcard mask. So the loopback IP using the slash 32 prefix or 255.255 subnet mask. So the wildcard mask is 0.0.0.0, and the area is area loopback, area backbone, sorry. And you can add network 23.23.30.0, 0.0.0.255 the wildcard mask, and at the area 0. So after that you can configure the RIP version 2 configuration on router 1. So you can move to router 1, you can enable configure terminal, and you can type router RIP and type version 2. And after that you can add the loopback IP that we already add for the RIP configuration. So you can add IP network 100.0.0.0, and don't forget to type no auto summary and end. So at this point R3 is cannot reach the 100.1 because OSPF and RIP don't automatically share the information. So we need to configure the next step is configure redistribution on router one. So this is the main step on this tutorial. So we will configure the OSPF on the router one to import the routes from RIP to OSPF. In the router one, you can type router OSPF1, and you can uh, you can add this redis tribute RIP subnets, and you can enter. So redistribute RIP. This is the configure to take route from the RIP routing table and the subnets. This is the keyword. Is This keyword is very important. It tells the OSPF to import all routes, including the subnets. It's not just classful networks. Without this, a route like 100.100.100.0 slash 24 might not be advertised correctly. So the last step is do the verification. Now let's check the routing table on the router tree to confirm that the route from RIP has been learned. So you can move to the router tree and you can type show IP route OSPF, and you can see this. You will see a new route marked as OE2, or the mean is OSPF external type 2, and you can see this, the IP loopback is already show. So OE2, this means is external type 2 root, which means OSPF won't add its internal cost to this root's metric. The default metric is 20, and 110 and slash 20. This shows the SPF administrative distance. What is the 110, and the external metric is 20. And finally, you can attest to do ping from the router seat to the RIP network on router one. So you can type like this: ping 100.100.100.1. source source is from 3.3.3, and you can see this success rate is 100%, or the meaning the ping is works, and this proof that the redistribution was successfully configured from a blank setup. Okay, maybe that's all I could tell you for the time being. Sorry if I have many mistakes. Thank you for your good attention, and see you in the next video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.